Greetings from far and wide. I am Purgy, who's in quarantine, and this is Project Salvation. What is Project Salvation? Great question. Project Salvation is a new mini-series here on my channel to help explain issues around the world dealing with conservation biology. Topics such as deforestation, pollution, and a lot of other things. I'm even including topics of ecology and zoology to provide more explanation on certain issues and provide a bit more diversity in this whole series. First off, what is conservation? Well, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of the word conservation in a sort of biology sense? You think of saving something. Maybe you think of a local state park or a zoo, save the whales, save the rainforest. And all of those are actually pretty true. Many things come to mind when you hear conservation. And conservation in biology is preserving nature's ecosystems, species, and landscapes. It's a management science that's still relatively new in the science community and on a timer. Many species are going extinct every day around the world, around 300 species a day, which is a lot. I know there's there's around 10 billion species. I'll correct it if I'm wrong. It's an urgent problem that's depleting nature's ecosystem and species from problems such as habitat fragmentation. Humans in general have had a huge impact on the ecosystem around us, even back in the Stone Age. Back in North America, there was a whole bunch of animals during the Ice Age, from mammoths to saber-tooths to dire wolves. That's all I can think of. But Homo sapiens, our species, actually pretty much wiped out the whole mammoth population. And anywhere where people have settled, they've altered the ecosystem. It's sadly been a pattern throughout history of humans' existence. Humans settle on some land, wipe out the entire population into something with farmland. They hunt down wolves. I mean, wolves used to roam around these parts, and now you can only see them in Yellowstone Park and maybe parts of the upper state. Luckily, there are many wildlife preserves, national parks, and even organizations aimed to help the public understand how significant preserving nature is. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of public figures who take conservation as seriously as they should, because they don't see it as a big priority in their eyes. Our credibility with the public is one of the only things we actually have of getting anything done, or even getting our voice heard. So we have to be careful on what we say. And so that's basically very important. Without you guys, we wouldn't have money to save tigers or whales or getting anything done. Money is a big issue with conservation because it costs money to fund a project, to rebuild the rainforest, to rebuild the environment, or to preserve a species. These projects need funding. It's very important. Luckily, there are a lot of people like you guys who actually care, such as the furry fandom. And I think that's one plus about us. I do have some charities listed below that you could look at in case you're interested. There's a lot more of information I couldn't fit into this video because it would make it way too long. But if you like seeing these kind of videos, give me a like, a comment on what you'd like to see next, and a sub for more future content. I also have a Patreon that will help me make more videos and content for you daily. Thanks for watching, and stay wild.